Ethany, and today I'm going to be sharing my 8 tips, my 8 ways that I suggest that you can bond with a new tarot deck or oracle deck. So I know a lot of us get super excited when we get a new deck and we can't wait to bring it home and work with it. But then what? So these are some tips that I have for you and how you can get to know and connect with your new deck. So my first one is to consciously connect with each card. So I get really excited when I bring home a new deck. And one of the reasons why I love doing my unboxing videos on YouTube is it forces me to take the time to go through each of the cards. And even though I don't really sit there and consider them for a really long time, I'm still going through each of the cards, and a lot of the time I'll go back and then spend some more time with them for each one of them. But it's a wonderful practice to get to know the deck as a whole, and also each card and how it fits into the deck as a whole. So usually like hidden gems that you'll find in the cards, you'll find something new that you love about the way the artist has interpreted that tarot card or that oracle card and the meaning. So when you take the time to go through each one of these cards, you're really fortifying your connection with them and spending that conscious time doing that. So I really adore doing that, and I love that moment of newness and that moment of reveal and enjoying that brand new tarot card smell and that brand new addition to my collection. So the second tip that I have, the second way that you can bond with a new tarot deck, is look for strong reactions. So go through, get your deck, go through each card and separate out of the deck the cards that you have a strong connection or reaction to. This can be an either I love this card, or like what was the artist thinking, or oh my god, I don't like this at all. So anything where you have a strong reaction, it could be a physical reaction or an emotional reaction or just like you really like it, put those aside. And so when you've done that for the entire deck, take those cards that you had a strong reaction to and then journal and self-reflect on why you had that reaction. So this can be a good way of unlocking a part of your intuition that you weren't able to connect to before, like especially if there are cards that you struggle with. This can be a really good way of strengthening your love for some cards. You can even ask the cards, why do I struggle with you, or why don't I like this? You can ask yourself, why do I not like this? Why did I have that reaction? Some interesting things can come up when you do that. So that's my second tip, is to look for strong reactions and take the opportunity to delve into that and dive into why you're having strong reactions to those cards, whether it's positive or whether it's not so positive. So the third one is to sleep with the cards. Now I don't mean, to grab your whole deck and put it in bed with you, although if you want to do that, I'm not going to judge you. But this is more about taking the time to get a card before you go to bed from your new deck and meditate on it for a few moments and then place it under your pillow. You may have some very interesting dreams, but you'll find that you can also link to these cards subconsciously. Make sure that you have your dream journal next to your bed with a pen ready to take notes when you wake. And here's a good tip for remembering your dreams. I remember quite a lot of my dreams, but I know not everybody does. But if you do remember your dreams, if you consciously state that you want to remember your dreams, don't talk to anyone before you write down your dreams. Write them first and then share. Because the more you talk about it, it's like trying to chase something that you're never going to catch. It just kind of runs away with you. And then another note on this is that this can be too much for those of us who are super sensitive to dream energies. So if you know you're sensitive in your sleep, then maybe skip this for a few of the cards that you know may not be so great. So I don't recommend putting the Nine of Swords under your pillow unless you're really ready to kind of deal with a lot of shifting of some really heavy energy. So just be aware of the energy that you're bringing into your sleep space and for what reason, why you're doing it. My fourth tip for getting to bond with a new tarot deck is performing ritual. So many of us mystics, witches, pagans love a good ritual, and there is something beautiful about welcoming a new addition to your spiritual toolbox in sacred space. So you can do this simply by charging and cleansing them under a full moon with some of your favourite crystal lovelies, or you can cast a circle and elementally bless the cards and devote them to spiritual work. Whatever works for you. It can be both of those things. It can be however you work ritual. I'm not here to tell you how ritual should work in your life and how you should do ritual. It's very personal. But the biggest key to ritual is it's all about intent. When we set our intent about the work we are going to do with our tarot cards, then we align them with a certain vibration. This can help get them focused on the kind of readings you want to do, whether that's for a client, for yourself, whether it's for shadow work, healing, ancestral work, whether it's for actual divination and psychic premonition. All those things can be kind of like tuned into the tarot into your cards when you do a ritual and you are really intent about what you're putting into the cards. My next tip, the 5th tip on how to bond with a new tarot deck or oracle deck, is meditate on the images. This is a really wonderful way to connect with a tarot card or specific decks that have imagery that really draw you in, that really inspire you, or that hold an energy that you want to bring into your life. This can also be really cool for decks that you I think maybe I don't really know how to connect with this imagery. Doing this as well can unlock a way of connecting with those images. So say you want to bring in some more forgiveness and love into your life, you can pick any of the cards that kind of work around that. I think for love, then you could use any, like the 10 of Cups or the 2 of Cups, and then you can bring that card and bring that into your meditative space. Look at the card as much as you can, draw all that energy in, see that card in your third eye, in your mind's eye, and then meditate and bring that in. So you can meditate for as long as you want on the card that you picked. It's completely up to you. And I like to journal things and write things down. So again, I suggest that you have something to record your experiences with this practice. You don't have to, it's just something that I like to do. My 6th tip for bonding with a new tarot deck or oracle cards are daily draws. Now this is something that I get all my students to do at the Tarot Readers Academy, and it's something that I still do nearly every day when I remember. It's a very popular practice and there is really good reason for it. When we draw a daily tarot card or oracle card, either in the morning or in the evening, we are spending time connecting with the energy of the card for the day, and we are in a way bringing it into a very tangible place, because it's a reflection of what's happened during our day, or an attitude or people or an experience for our day, and it's making it a very practical way to see the cards. It was a really awesome way to learn the cards. It's a great way to get to know the card, the specific energy of the card, and also the meaning of the cards as well. So if you're learning tarot, this is a really good way to do it, and this is why I suggest this for all of the students at the Tarot Readers Academy. Because learning the 78 meanings can be a big task, and it takes practice. And to break it down a little is really nice. You give yourself the space to just do one card a day, one day at a time. So therefore it's not this overload. It's this real intentionally setting the pace. It's something in which you can absorb and enjoy it instead of kind of rushing through it. So by drawing a daily tarot card or oracle card, you can see how maybe that an event that happened during the day reminded you of the card or links to the card, or how the card offered you a forewarning and you were able to avoid unwanted drama, like I wish I'd done that this morning, or the tarot has given you something to contemplate. It is all valuable when you are connecting to the tarot and learning the craft. So my 7th tip for bonding with a new tarot deck or oracle deck is go steady with that deck. When you get a new tarot deck, try working with that one exclusively for a while, getting to know the style, how it reads, and its unique symbolism. This can be just over a few days or a couple of weeks. So some tarot readers only have a few decks in their collection, and others, like me, have a lot. So see how much time you want to spend with your decks. I know personally when I review a tarot or oracle deck, I like to spend at least 3 weeks getting to know the deck, and reading with it before I write my reviews. So I like to spend the time getting to know the deck. I work with multiple decks, so when I go steady, I may just use this for my daily draws. So for 3 weeks, I'm only going to do daily draws with this deck, or for a month, I'm only going to do daily draws with this deck. And then I use my other decks that I've gotten to know better for my client readings until I then integrate the new one into the fold of client reading decks. And then my last tip, my 8th tip for getting to bond with a new tarot deck, is interview the deck itself. So I have a post, I'll link it below, for a specifically designed tarot spread that you can use to get to know your tarot decks. It's a really fun exercise. If this is a way in which you like to interact with your cards, it can be really neat. Some decks are rather sassy, so you have been warned. I've had some really like, are you kidding me kind of responses from my decks when I've done this, but it's a really fun way in which to get to know your cards and your tarot deck. So that's my 8 tips on the ways in which you can bond with a new tarot deck or an oracle deck. And this is a little message for those of you who are new to the tarot. If you're new to the tarot, I would like to invite you to come over to the Tarot Readers Academy, which is tarotreadersacademy.com, and take a look at our Tarot Essentials course. It is an 8-part video training series that goes through all the information that most tarot courses completely miss out on, and it's only $11. Plus, you get lifetime access to the course material and membership to the Tarot Readers Academy Facebook group for support and connection and community. So that's my video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you like all things tarot, then please subscribe to my channel.